what's up, man? Big Flock, 187, and I'm from Sula, Maryland, 187. Long that money, boy.
So the last time you did a freestyle, man, it was right when you came home.
Right.
Man, it was about 3 years ago.
I was getting pushing 3 years this year.
Yeah, 3 years, man. We glad that you stayed home first and foremost.
Yeah, appreciate that.
How has it been since you've during this time period?
Be up and down, you know, regular human problems. You feel me? One day it be up, one day it be down. You just never know. Just gotta go with the motions, you know.
How's your team or how's your circle of the people around you as you kind of going through life's ups and downs? Do you feel like you got a good group of people, men that kind of help?
I mean, now I would say yeah. Within the 3 years though, a lot of people, you know, not jump ship. Most of them got thrown off the ship. So much to say. But I mean, what we got going on right now is working. You feel me? So like, what was going on back then, we was gonna leave that shit back then. Whoever was there back then, just leave them back there. You feel me?
You know, as you said that, I didn't necessarily plan to ask you, but you know, as being the leader of a company myself, I wanted to get your perspective on this because you know, as you elevate and you grow, you see certain things just not gonna work anymore. Certain people not gonna work anymore. But you may have a sense of loyalty, or you may have a sense of like, man, you really mess with them, but they just it doesn't work out. How do you grapple with like, man, this is the homie, but they just can't be with me no more?
I mean, shit, that just come with you and your homie relationship. You know what I'm saying? If you not right for what your homie got going on, and he tell you, hey, look, bro, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing but love, and everything's gonna be everything. But you just can't mess with me in this type of lane or aspect because I don't want you ruining what I got going on. He should respect that as a man because he know how he living. You feel me? So I think he should respect that as a man. But I mean, a lot of people fall out by that type of stuff. But like I said from the jump, it's all on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? If I got a pure relationship, that shit ain't gonna bother nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Are those tough conversations for you, or it is?
I mean, not for me personally. It might be tough for a person that got to take it in. But me personally, I'm always say what's on my mind. I'm not a person who could just hold it here and just keep it here for that long without it bothering me. Once it bothers me, then it's gonna get a different energy of what it could be if we just talk about it as men. You know what I mean?
I hear that. Tell me, what's it been like adjusting to the music industry? You know, now that you've been out, because we're in a whole new world. It's like streaming is taking off even more. Then now you got the TikToks and things like that that's taking even more. And then it's like every day you got Web3, NFTs, all this new shit, right? Like, tell me, how are you processing all of this as an artist?
Honestly, I'm just now processing things as I go. You know what I'm saying? Like NFTs, I mean, I kind of got the basic knowledge of that. That's because I always used to do like some type of graphic art stuff, some type of stuff that got something to do with art. So I'm not really too not unknowing of it. But like TikTok, I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really be on it. I'm really like a private dude. So it's like, you know, so you be seeing people on there, they doing some crazy shit. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's cool though, you know what I'm saying? I watch it, but do I personally make them? I mean, I got TikTok saying that, but I don't even know on TikTok like, yeah, let me make a TikTok today. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to get used to it though, because it's definitely the way of the world, and you got to change with the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I ain't opposed to it, but it's just something that got to grow on me. I can't just be like, I might get on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It just got to grow on me for real.
Yeah, you got to figure it out. Cause shoot, when did you like first start making music? Was that 2000 what?
Maybe like 2011, maybe 11, 12, something like that.
So pre-Instagram, you making music?
Yeah, I was having music before Instagram came out. They had some other shit that was just like Instagram, but Instagram came out like right after that type shit. But even back then though, I wasn't really on that like that. Like I wasn't really promoting. I ain't stopped promoting my music until I went on the run. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I even really like, I'm gonna do music, because I was on the run. I'm like, damn, I can like fuck around, give me $1 million deal right quick, and that can save me, put on my lawyer, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't happen like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason that made me do it though. Didn't take it serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, took a break for me to even tell people I rap for real, because I didn't know if people was gonna like it or not.
Really?
Yeah, like, I mean, my homies and shit, like, I'm comfortable with them, so it's like, I'm gonna do shit, but like, going around other people and letting them hear my songs, or, nah, I won't with all that shit, because I ain't planning to be a rapper, though, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know if they really gonna fuck with this shit for real, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
So were you surprised when they did?
Hell yeah, bro, like, cause when I was on the run, I was down Virginia, down Hampton, so that's a whole place I never been to, so it's basically like I'm in a new world, and it's a college facility, so it's like, I'm in a whole new world. And me to just make the mixtape on the run down that joint in my brother's basement, in my brother's living room, and to promote it down there, didn't even come home on now because I'm on the run. I ain't never come back. So promoting that shit out there and just seeing what the fuck that shit did. Like, that's when everybody, you know, when a person used to drop a mixtape and then everybody changed it to Avi or their icon, everybody used to change. First time I did that shit, bro, I probably was on 300 Twitters. I ain't even know 300 people at the time. You know what I'm saying? But it was everybody just, man, post this cover. If you fuck with the music, if you know what I'm saying? Fuck with it. On my mother, they fucked up with that shit. And then I went to jail, came home, and I, you know what I'm saying? Been a rapper ever since.
Do you enjoy the rap part about, like, do you enjoy the music, the business, the shows? Like, what's your favorite part of the rap game?
I mean, me personally, I guess probably like seeing a reaction of when I say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm purposely like do like a lot of metaphoric stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. So it's like when I hear people that might not be my age, they might be a little older and they catch what the fuck I'm saying, or they might be young, but they catch what I'm saying. Man, what the fuck? How the fuck you know about that? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you watch that TV show? You know what I'm saying? It be shit like that. Be like, yeah, I know something. Like, what the fuck you think? I just look like this. You think I'm stupid, but I'm not about to just give you these ABC bars just because like that's what you could process. You know what I'm saying? My mind ain't for processing what you want to process. You know what I'm saying? It got to keep going up and up and up and up. It's just, you know what I'm saying? If you gonna be a chronic fan of mine, shit, you should gotta elevate your mind as much as I do it for me, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I remember the last time you came in, I don't know if you remember, you said Flock or Luther King.
Yeah, Flock Luther King. Yeah. Right now they call me Felipe Garcia now.
Say it again?
Felipe Garcia.
Who's that?
That's me.
Okay, now why they call you that?
Man, hey, there's no. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you think of Felipe, what you think? It's just a fly motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me. That's me.
That's the vibes you on. Talk to me, in this era, because I see you in a new chapter musically. Like, what does this new era represent for you? Like, what has been the inspiration? What's the vibe?
I mean, bro, I just rap about like whatever's going on at the time. To be honest, you know what I'm saying. So like, if you ever was to like hear something like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like I was supposed to drop this tape last year, you know what I'm saying, maybe in the summertime. And me dropping it now is because I was in a motion of doing the same exact thing, you know what I'm saying? So my music is sounding exactly the same because I'm not doing nothing different, you feel what I'm saying? So once I start doing a little shit different, it ain't gonna be that major different. Like I just start eating salads, you know what I'm saying? So now I can rap about salads now. I wasn't rapping about them at first, but now I eat salads now, so I can rap about them, you feel what I'm saying? It's like once you start doing shit, like it just makes more, you know what I'm saying? It makes more openness for your mind to create, you feel what I'm saying? But if you stuck in that, you ain't creating shit. You just gonna keep on having the same shit that you stuck with, you know what I mean?
Traveling does that for you as well. It's like if you've never seen a certain place,
right,
you can't talk about this.
Exactly.
You never been to Greece, you can't talk about these things.
It took, I think I probably went to LA my first time, maybe last year, or maybe it might have been a year before that, I can't remember, but whenever I went, it was like, man, what the fuck? Like, this is what it's like over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this was like over here, and I ain't trying to keep coming back to this shit. This shit is more my lane, more my speed. So it's like, but there's other places out there like that. It ain't just LA, you know what I'm saying? It could be whatever, but you know what I'm saying? When I get to that point in my life where I get all papers and shit like that, and I could really just travel without having a headache, then you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be able to travel the world and, you know what I'm saying, really live my best life.
And that's a conversation I feel like I never even thought about. It's like, because you always hear the conversation, why doesn't somebody move? Why don't somebody just leave?
Right.
But it's like, so talk to me about like, what is it like when you are in a position where you want to, or at least not, you want to expand your mind, but you can't be here all the time. Like, what's that like?
I mean, shit, it's like, but I'll tell you the God honest truth. I called my PO one day and I begged him, you know what I'm saying, to put my early release in because I did a substantial amount of time for me to be provided for early release off of papers. You know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, he didn't do it, but I'm really telling him, like, look, I'm not trying to die here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you got to get to that point where it's though, it's not so much that you bigger than your city, but it's like, you big as the world, you know what I'm saying? So like the world can't fit in your city, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for the people who can't go, but I know want to go, so I feel your pain, son, cause life I'm living, bro, and the life that's around me, bro, like, you don't want to die here. So like, you ain't trying to be that nigga dying in your neighborhood or, you know what I'm saying, dying in front of your mother shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to die a peaceful death. You know what I'm saying? If I could live forever, that makes something live forever. I would do that too. But you know what I'm saying? You just gotta go. You know what I'm saying? So anybody who just stuck here, you can't go, man. Just shit, man. Just try to just stay alive, my nigga. With everybody else, you can go. You got the opportunity to go, son. Just go. Start your life over. You know what I'm saying? Start all over.
Yeah, man. No, I definitely feel that, and I think that the energy definitely feels the obvious passing of one of the area's top artists and a good stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? And Goonew, and I know that you all had a relationship as well. How was that? How's that been for you?
I mean, it's like, shit, I guess I'd be like, shit, how would it feel to lose one of your friends? You know what I'm saying? I don't really like really put into words, like, how would you feel? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not really like I already said. And then I lost my other friend from around my way about 30 to 40 minutes before going. You know what I'm saying? I lost two niggas that I deal with in the same hour. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, I'm over this joint trying to clean up my tears for this mess. Shit, now it's a whole nother mess. So it's like, you gotta come to a point in your mind where it's though like you don't go insane. You know what I'm saying? It gets to that point where you start like second guessing yourself, like, am I gonna be next? Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfucking tough guys gonna be like, man, I ain't never gonna die. This ain't never gonna be me. But it's like, my nigga, Shawty is the creek. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, if Shawty can motherfucking die in his joint, like, who the fuck am I to say I can't die around my shit? You know what I'm saying? Or who the fuck I say the next nigga can't? You know what I'm saying? I don't wish that shit on nobody or myself, but I live in a reality. I don't live in fairy tale or no urban novel shit. You feel me? I live in real life, so it's like, shit, man. I don't know, man. Condolences to the families. You feel me? Like, that's all I already say.
Absolutely, man. Nah, major condolences. And being in the pandemic, even though people outside, we still kind of, it's still rules and shit. The pandemic, it don't help. The kind of the isolation and exclusion in this period either. How have you found yourself being able to connect to people over the last 2 years? Has that been easy for you or difficult? With everything that's been going on.
I mean, it depends on who I want to connect to. You know what I'm saying? And like me now, I'm to the point where it's like, shit, I'm losing all my friends. So it's like, I'm being more, I think the word reclusive. Reclusive, I'm becoming more reclusive because it's like, you ain't trying to keep feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the more friends that you make, it definitely comes every day. You know what I'm saying? The more friends you make and the more shit you do, the more heartache it is what happens when something happens to them. So it's like, maybe the smaller my circle is and I know what's going on, I know what they doing, we all share our locations. Like, not saying that nothing still can't happen, but at least I feel more better. You know what I'm saying? For the people that I made a relationship with and they far away and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That the pain still hurt the same way. So it's like, now I'm just cool on friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we not like that, we just cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool off that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting too old for that shit. Yeah, I'm getting too old for that shit.
Yeah, I mean that feeling of loss, like on that is yeah.
It don't only be lost. It be like time shame every day, like every day. So it's like the person that you felt as though was your friend at first, you might not have that same relationship with that nigga 2 weeks from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the world we live in is weird. You know what I'm saying? It's not based on morals and principles no more. It's pretty much based on shit. Clout. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really find nothing else to really say. That's all this really based on shit. Clout and clout shit. I can't think of nothing else. Yeah. Nothing else. Like, internet, all that shit falls into the same category. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It be like sometimes I be feeling like a fucking alien. Like, I just be wanting to get the fuck on. Like, I be mad as shit I ain't got that $1 billion like them other niggas that's about to go out of space, because it's like, let me see if these motherfuckers in this other space is as weird as these motherfuckers down here on Earth. For real though, like, shit crazy, man.
That's real. I remember, when Goonew was here, we talked about the idea of therapy. I was just like talking to him about, like for me in my own life, it's black men in general. I feel like even if it's not therapy, it's talking to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that's not kept all in. And, you know, I understood his perspective. He was like, listen, I ain't trying to let nobody in because they could take advantage of you. They could kind of, you know, mentally control you. Like and I understood, like, you know, what he was saying, like, for yourself, even if it's not therapy, even if it's not, you know, letting somebody in that level, do you do anything that helps you release that you feel like is healthy? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I live into a real reality, bro. Like, not saying that what bro said was false or nothing, but I'm just saying me personally, I live in a reality. Everybody talks to someone. You know what I'm saying? No matter if they try to make it seem like, man, trust no one. Somebody trusts one person. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody they telling there's something to. Somebody. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's God, whether it's a fucking rat, whether it's like I'm talking about a real rodent, you know what I'm saying, or whoever, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you could tell whoever, they have somebody that they trust, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I told my mom, you know what I'm saying? I could tell my mother whatever and don't get judged, and, you know what I'm saying? She gonna give me real nigga law, like, so I ain't gotta look for no sugarcoating from my mother. So it's like, why not talk to her instead of talking to somebody that, all right, boom, we relate, but you secretly scared of me the whole time, so you ain't trying to tell me the real shit, or you secretly hating on me, so you not trying to tell me the real shit. So it's like, you just gotta find the person that you trust. You know what I'm saying? The person you trust, you had to trust them for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So find a reason why you trust them. You know what I'm saying? If they hold that secret, that's who the fuck you talk to. You know what I'm saying?
What's some of like what's like the most impactful conversation you feel like as of late you and your moms have like you've had, or like something she's told you or said, you was just like, damn, like I never even thought about it like that, or
shit, she told me, motherfucking, like, all them people that fucked you over and all them people that did you wrong, they are going to be sick. You know what I'm saying? Just wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you worried about the wrong things. You worried about getting get back. You worried about doing this, and you spending too much of that energy into something that's negative. So that's why you never get a positive response. You know what I'm saying? So now if you just block all them, say, I fuck whatever they did to me for a second. You know what I'm saying? Focus on your craft. Focus on what the fuck you got going on, and knock that shit out. That's gonna elevate you to somewhere else that they can't even be on the level to hate on you. You know what I'm saying? They can only be able to hate on somebody that's close enough to their back. Because once you hide in there, what the fuck? Their hate don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? They say some shit like that, like a broke nigga 2 cents don't matter. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with a fucking hater. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if they all the way down there, I'm all the way high. How the fuck can I even hear or see you to even hear what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But you only gonna do that is when you elevate yourself. But if you in a negative, the fuck you elevate, you know what I'm saying? Elevate shit with your anger, your just negative, you know what I'm saying? That's all you elevate, negativity, you feel? So it's like, man, shit, find out what the positive shit ain't, go follow and fuck with that shit. Or find out what you good at, what you like, do that shit, focus on that shit.
That's real. You a reader, Flop? You like to read?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, talk to me about some favorite authors or favorite books, or, you know.
But to be honest, bro, I ain't gonna make it seem like I'm a motherfucking philosopher or nothing. My shit read all urban novels and shit like that. Like, I like Jaquavis and shit like that. Just all urban shit and freak books. I read like a couple of like a little, like, you know, like the little Laws of Power, but things like that, like the Art of Seduction, shit like that, or Art of War, whatever the fuck. I read all that shit, but it's like, a lot of that shit, for me personally, is like all common sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit is common sense. It's just you getting technically a wiser motherfucker telling you everything that you already know for real, but just telling you a little bit polished stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I read them and then it didn't have me intrigued or nothing because it's already shit I know. It's basic morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? Most of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Basic morals and principles. You know what I'm saying? Basic shit. But it's like, people make it seem like it's so goddamn, I don't know, like it's so damn rare. So it's like, of course they're gonna blow that shit up, but if you already know what you know, that shit don't, you know what I'm saying? That shit don't faze you.
As we get ready to wrap, I mean, for your fans, musically, what can they expect from you, man? Because, you know, they're excited. You have one of the most loyal fan bases. I mean, the fans absolutely love you. What can they expect from you?
On this tape right here, this is probably gonna be like my last, like, gritty ass tape. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some violent shit. Like, I'm just like trying to get to a point where it's like I could talk about, I don't know, maybe flowers and shit like. Maybe I should get a license and shit just so I could rap about cars. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Just rap about cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I said, I'd be a hypocrite to be like all this shit about speaking positivity, this is that and the third, and I'm saying dropping a whole mixtape, talking a whole bunch of violence. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? In the process of me making this tape and shit like that, I mean, that was the type of lane I was in, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like but now I'm trying to get to a place where I'm at a whole different lane and I ain't gotta rap about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my next tape following behind this one. That's what I'm gonna try to focus on. Do a lot of more traveling, a lot of more motherfucking, I don't know, maybe start buying more clothes than black tees and black jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, just start doing shit. Like, just start doing, I don't know, just living. You know what I'm saying? Just living. Just so I could just talk about it. You know what I'm saying?